My stepmom said I needed to share my college fund with her son because real families split everything equally. I told her that sounded fair. Then I showed her the math on what her son actually owes me. My dad remarried when I was 15. His new wife, Karen, had a son, Tyler, who was 17. From day one, she pushed this "we're all one family now" narrative hard. Like really hard. She'd correct me whenever I said stepmom instead of just mom. She made us take family photos where Tyler and I had to stand next to each other with our arms around each other's shoulders like we were best friends. Tyler moved into the guest room, but within a month, he'd basically colonized half the house. He started using my gaming setup without asking. Just walked into my room while I was at school and played for hours. I'd come home and find my chair adjusted, my headset moved, controllers with dead batteries. Then he started wearing my hoodies, my favorite ones. He'd stretch them out because he was bigger than me, and return them smelling like his cologne. When I complained, Karen said, "That's what brothers do, they share clothes." He even took my car to prom because his date lived closer to our house and it made more sense logistically. I had to drive Dad's old truck that night while Tyler showed up in my car that I'd saved for 2 years to buy. I kept quiet because Dad seemed genuinely happy. He'd been alone for 5 years after Mom passed, and seeing him laugh again at dinner felt worth the constant invasion of my space. I told myself it was temporary, just 2 more years until college. Then March of my senior year hit. College acceptance letters started arriving. I got into my dream school, a solid engineering program 8 hours away. My grandpa had set up a trust fund before he died that covered tuition, room, board, everything. He'd been a professor himself and believed education was sacred. Tyler got his letters too. Community college was his best option. Nothing wrong with that, except he'd barely tried in school. He'd been too busy using my stuff and going to parties to actually study. 2 weeks after acceptance letters came, Karen cornered me in the kitchen. I was making a sandwich after school. She closed the door behind her like we were about to have some serious conversation. "We need to talk about college," she said. I kept spreading peanut butter. "Okay, Tyler's struggling to figure out how to pay for school. Your father and I have been discussing options. Community college is pretty affordable," I said. Her smile tightened. "He deserves the same opportunities you have. Your grandfather would have wanted you to help Tyler. You should split the fund 50-50. That's what real siblings do. Real family takes care of each other." I put down my knife and looked at her. She had this expectant expression, like she'd already decided this was happening, and I just needed to agree. I nodded slowly. "You're absolutely right. Real family split everything." Her face lit up like she'd just won something. "I knew you'd understand. You're such a mature young man. This is going to mean everything to Tyler. So let's split everything," I continued calmly. She blinked. "What? Everything, since we're real family now." I pulled out my phone and opened a spreadsheet I'd been keeping for 6 months, just in case. Tyler's used my car 47 times this year. I tracked it. Gas plus wear and tear at standard mileage rates. That's $3,800. He's borrowed my laptop consistently for 2 years for school projects. Rental value for a gaming laptop, $40,200. My gaming setup he's been using daily, $12,100. The groceries in this house that I've been eating, I calculated my portion, $8,400 over 3 years. I turned the phone toward her. The spreadsheet had dates, timestamps, calculations. Total, $18,500. Once Tyler pays his half of what he's used, we can split my college fund 50-50. That's fair, right? Real families split everything equally. Karen stared at the screen. Her confident smile melted away. Her face went from pink to white in about 3 seconds. She opened her mouth twice, but nothing came out. Dad walked in right then, saw Karen's expression, and asked what was going on. I handed him my phone. He scrolled through the spreadsheet slowly, his eyebrows rising higher with each line item. He looked at Karen and said quietly, "Equal sharing works both ways, or not at all." Tyler never asked about my college fund again.